Good morning subscribers, family and friends. This video will be dedicated to all the preparation work needed before the tour commences. Okay, walking through the streets of Senegal, and we're going to stop off at Afgri and hopefully they've got the items that we need. Chain lube, that. Busy keeping record of all the costs. It could be interesting as an exercise at the end of the tour to do a cost analysis of what everyday cost. For the last stop this morning will be to get a few items at the OK or the ShopRite. Right, so cool. I need to get some breakfast porridges. Oh, delight. Pure cooking oil. Good job. Okay. Right, so perfect. I think I've got everything that I need for the tour now. Let's head home. Bikey bike, nice and clean. So laid out in front of me at the moment is the tools. So I've learned on the tours that is take the basic tools. I don't need to take many tools with me because if I break down on the side of the road and there's an engine failure, there's very little I'm going to be doing with fixing the bike. So let's go through them very quickly. This over here is obviously the ratchet for the number 27 socket. So the number 27 socket and the ratchet is for the chain. The chain maintenance should be done about 600 to 700 kilometers. I have a long nose plier. I've got a short nose plier, 13 spanner. I have the 12 spanner and a 10 spanner. The 12 spanner and the 10 spanner is to make sure that I can do the chain adjustments. I've got a nice big vice grip, screwdriver, chain cleaner, sorted bolts and nuts, little toolkit, chain lube, and then I have my Gorilla Snot or tire fix. The cable ties, long cable ties and short cable ties. Stand for the motorcycle to be able to lift the motorcycle when I'm doing chain maintenance, tool tube over here, and then 2 tire spanners. And that I pack all into this bag over here. So this is going to be camping and cooking. So yeah, I don't know how I've fit all of this on the bike, I must be honest. But where there's a will, there's a way. Right, so let's start from left to right. On the left-hand side of here, I've got a gas stove with 3 gas canisters. Then I have my fire lighters, because you need to have a braai every time that you're on a camp. This over here is a bag that I pack all of my camp lights into. Camp chair, a sleeping bag, and we have the tent. Then I have 2 camp lights. This also backs up as chargers. So I've got 2 solar panels for the 2 camp lights, and that can charge all of the devices on the campsite and use it both as a camp light in the tent as well as a power bank to be able to charge any devices that I need to charge. I have my camp light. I have a nice knife just in case anybody comes. Oh, there's a knife for me. Binoculars. Then I have this beautiful cutting board. Now, this cutting board has traveled with me through many locations. I bought this on a tour that I called the Compass Tour in Limpopo province. Then we have a variety of packing items. I will share with you these at the campsites when I'm actually using the items. Frying pan, as well as a pot. And then I have all of my utensils that I require at the campsite. So I have a tin opener, I have a spoon, wooden spoon slotted if I want to make chips at the campsite. I have a lighter, I have a knife, I have a brush, I have a wooden spoon, I have a solid metal spoon, knife sharpener, and then I have my cleaver. And all of those items basically get packed into this bag over here, and that sits down the rucksack with the tent and the rest of the packing items. What I have here is a few of the items that I'll pack onto the bike, obviously. And this over here is the right-hand side pannier, left-hand side pannier as well with clothes. So the right and left panniers are mostly with clothes. Then we have the crash bar bags for the left and right of the bike. And the right-hand side crash bar bag will contain all of the first aid gear. And then we have the Desert Fox bag that goes on the back of the bike onto the one rack. A friend of mine, Nick, will be able to tell you what goes into there. So Nick, yes, that's going with me again. And then I have obviously my tank bag. I also have a USB cable that I can charge cameras on the go if necessary as I'm traveling. And then most importantly, we have the maps, and that will go on top of the tank bag. You can see that as we go. I then have earplugs. Yeah, so that's basically the luggage that I'll be carrying with me, apart from obviously the rucksack that goes onto the back, loaded with all the camping and cooking items. One last thing, petrol bag that I take with me, that straps on top of the top box, so it's very light. I've used it before on a tour in the Northern Cape when I was staying in Luriesfontein. But something I've got to use up now is obviously I bought in Merridale. I wasn't sure whether I would have enough fuel, so I had to get myself some extra fuel. Very cool. Let me not light a cigarette now because that's not going to end well. So that's it. Yeah, that's the packing regimens for the tour. It's going to be epic. I hope that you join me on it. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you're new to the video, please subscribe. And thank you very much to all my subscribers that have returned. And looking forward to an incredible journey into the Northern Cape from the Rimland to Rimfastmark. Have an incredible day. We'll chat later. Cheers. Bye.